to England, who continue their World Cup preparations tonight when they take on Serbia at Wembley, and all eyes will be on Thomas Tuchel's starting 11 after his revelation that Jude Bellingham, Phil Foden and Harry Kane cannot play together in his team.
I don't know. I guess so, but not both on the same position, obviously. So rather than finding for the best players a position to just have them on the field, it's maybe better to put everyone in the best position and have a competition. So at the moment, the competition is between the two of them. They're friends, so it can also be a friendly competition. You don't have to be enemies and you don't have to hate each other. They are respectful, they are friends with each other, and they fight at the moment for the same position. Can they play together? Yes, but in a different structure then maybe, and at the moment is not the moment to change our structure.
Come on then, Jamie O'Hara, let's get stuck into this. What do you make of that from Thomas Tuchel? He's saying Foden, Bellingham and Kane can't play in the same team according to his formation. Are you having that?
Yeah, I think he's right. I think at the moment when you look at it, Phil Foden's a number 10, Jude Bellingham's a number 10. And, you know, and Harry Kane is your main man up top. I just don't feel like, unless you're going to play Foden on the right, but I think in Thomas Tuchel's team, what I've noticed and what I've seen so far is he likes pace on the wings. Anthony Gordon, Rashford, Saka, Madueke, you know, he's played Bowen out there as well. So for me, I don't know if Foden fits in his structure. And look, I like the way he's handled that, because we've seen in the past with Gareth Southgate where he will try and fit players in who are star players, who have been playing well in the Premier League, and he'll put them in there like Foden playing on the left, and it just didn't work. What Thomas Tuchel's saying is I'm not going to change my philosophy. I'm here to win the World Cup. I don't care who you are. If you don't fit in my structure, this is the way I'm going to do things. If you don't fit in it, you don't play.
So we know Harry Kane's going to start, obviously, and it's another debate as to why he might play tonight, which to me seems absolutely ridiculous when England have topped the group, but that's for later. So the big question here is, Jamie, then, if Kane's starting, is Foden or Bellingham? And if we were having this conversation 12 months ago, it might be a very different chat.
Well, I mean, 100%. Both of them, you know, Bellingham probably, you look at it and say, should be starting, hands down.
Another big question when I think about this, with what Tuchel's just been saying there, we've seen in the past with managers, all right, it hasn't worked because England haven't won anything, but they've shoehorned players in, big superstars. You know, superstars like Foden and Bellingham. Go back to, you know, to Gerrard, to Lampard, to Scholes, to Rooney, how we fit everyone in. I mean, Tuchel's now saying, forget that, it's the system.
It's all about the team.
Well, and the system. Like, you know, the system's not going to change. He's not going to adapt his system to players.
No, and I think it's amazing. It's a breath of fresh air, because we've seen it before. You star players getting in there when they shouldn't be playing in the system and the position. Foden was never a left winger. I've never liked Phil Foden on the left. He played him out there, you know, in the Euros, and he was poor. So this is what I love about Thomas Tuchel. He's been brought in to win the World Cup. That's his job, and he's not going to change his structure. And this is how we're going to play. He likes pace on the wings. We know Kane's going to be the focal point. It's just who plays that number 10, and I think pretty much everywhere else nailed on. Maybe the left back's up for grabs, but I love the way Thomas Tuchel's been talking recently, the way he says this is how I'm doing it, it's all about the team.
And he's also described Phil Foden as, you know, somewhere between a 9 and a 10, not just saying he's a 10. So he definitely doesn't see him as a winger, which obviously previous England managers have done, and Pep now plays him in the 10 now. Kevin De Bruyne is out of his way. But what about England having a false 9 in Foden, in terms of him giving you that option that Bellingham doesn't further up the pitch?
I mean, look, you're a Man City fan, so you know better than me. I don't think Foden's a false 9. I mean, I wouldn't sit here and think that Foden can play as a centre forward. Why would we do that? If Harry Kane gets injured, my first thought would not be to play Phil Foden up front. It would be to play, you know, Marcus Rashford, Ollie Watkins, you know, other players up for grabs who would, you know, want to get in there. I wouldn't be thinking about playing Phil Foden. That's defeating the object of him saying it's all about the team and playing players in their best positions.
Look at that message there from Ian on the screen. Foden is not good for England. Palmer is ahead of him in this race, and we've not mentioned Cole Palmer. Now, I know I said to you at the top of the show, would you be surprised if he wasn't on the plane? But Palmer, if he's fit, and the problem is he hasn't been fit for Tuchel, right? He's played, a game, not even a full game, against Andorra in Tuchel's reign.
Yeah, I think the problem he's got is that he has been injured, and Thomas Tuchel's managed to put a team together, a squad together of players, and Cole Palmer's not been a part of it. So it is a worry. He needs to get fit. But we've seen what he's done in big games, Cole Palmer. You know, you talk about the Club World Cup, out in America, playing in the heat. Cole Palmer was the star of the show. So, you know, you do have to think about, you know, what he's done, especially in America already. He's been there and done it. Plus, he scored in the Euros, he scored in the final, so we can't get away from the fact that Cole Palmer, for me, if he's fit, he's on the plane. Whether he starts is up for
debate. Is he the
most
most exciting option in the 10? I know excitement's not going to win you the World Cup, but in terms of getting people off your seats and clearly doing it as well, when he's fit and raring to go, Palmer is like no one else. It reminds me of Gascoigne.
Yeah, I think if you've got the best players at number 10, they're all playing their best. For me, Cole Palmer's the most exciting. Yeah, I agree. Definitely. But he needs to get fit. I don't know if Foden goes.
You don't think Foden goes to the World Cup?
I'm telling you, look, I love Foden and he's playing well. But he's going to take Morgan Rogers. He's going to take Jude Bellingham. If Cole Palmer's fit, Cole Palmer goes. He's already come out and said, Thomas Tuchel, that he can't take all the number 10s. So someone's got to miss out.
Well, he's not even, the fact that he's not mentioning Eze's name in this
Eze for me is not in the debate.
But maybe he sees Eze as potentially just a backup on the left as well. So he's not in this 10 debate as we're having right now.
Well, Eze for me is not going to the World Cup.
Eze's not going to the World Cup.
Eze's not going to the World
Cup. So you're
Cup.
dropping Foden and Eze in the last 30 seconds.
If we're going to look at it, if you're looking at the players that are going to go, I don't think Eze gets in the squad. If you're going to cut it down, he's going to take Rashford. He's going to take Anthony Gordon. He likes pace on the wing. So there's your two left wingers. For me, I don't think Eze gets in the team. He's not performing well at Arsenal. And Foden, he is behind Bellingham, Morgan Rogers. And if Cole Palmer's fit, he's behind him as well.
What is it with Phil Foden? Because the City
doesn't perform for England.
Yeah, but why? How can you perform so brightly for your club week in, week out, and not do it in an England shirt? Because he hasn't, has he? I think even the City fans would admit he hasn't, in an England shirt, shown anything near that he's shown at the Etihad.
It's a tough question to answer because only Phil Foden can answer that question.
Is that a mental thing, though? Right?
Maybe it's a mental thing. Maybe he's comfortable. He plays for Man City. He feels he's the star. He goes there, everyone loves him. I don't know, I feel like maybe there's a lot more pressure on him when he plays for England. He has played out of position a lot for England as well. I don't think he's played in his favoured position. But when he hasn't, I don't feel he's really gone, I'm here, this is my role. So I've been disappointed with Foden for England, really disappointed. I love him. I think he's an amazing football player.
But Tuchel would be mad not to tap into what he's doing at City now, wouldn't he? And adapt slightly to fit Foden in.
I think that's why he says he's got to play number 10.
So hold on, I've written 1, 2, 3, 4 down here. So are you telling me that Morgan Rogers is your number 1 10 pick?
I'm not saying he's my number 1. I think he's Thomas Tuchel's number 1.
I want O'Hara's number 1 pick. You did say Rogers, so you've got who second? If you're not even taking Eze on the plane.
I'm not taking
Foden's not on your plane.
No.
So I'm going to draw a plane here. So Eze and Foden
draw a plane. How many people can we get in there? What is it? 20? How many are going?
It's a big plane.
It's a big plane.
Big plane. Are we saying how many in the squad? Not confirmed. We think 26.
26.
Yeah. Okay. But you're saying Rogers. So is Bellingham your number 2 10
goes.
pick?
Rogers going. Thomas Tuchel loves him.
Is Bellingham your number? Forget Tuchel. I'm talking O'Hara. Is Bellingham your number 2, number 10 pick?
Bellingham at the moment's number 2.
Yeah.
Cole Palmer number 3. Foden number 4.
And there's a 5.
Eze's out. Eze's out for me.
Gibbs-White, no chance.
Morgan Gibbs-White. Listen, I like Morgan Gibbs-White. We've got so many players. You can't tell me Morgan Gibbs-White's going to get in it. Look, things can change. Right, what's it? It's November. Right? We've still got until May to look at the players and go who's on a barnstorming run, who finishes the season in unbelievable form. Of course, things can change. But if I was going to pick the World Cup squad now, Eze don't go, Morgan Gibbs-White don't go, Foden don't go.
So Thomas Tuchel says he knows 8 of the 11.
Yeah.
8 of the starting 11. I'm assuming this is when...
Quite a lot.
I don't know whether it's right now, assuming that people are injured or when everyone's fit.
His perfect 11.
So this is a potential World Cup starting 11. This is Rob Dorset, by the way.
Why is Rice... why is Bellingham in there?
Well, you want Rogers, right?
No, but this is the thing. We are putting Bellingham in there as a guaranteed starter because we've always said that.
Well, this is who Rob Dorset thinks Thomas Tuchel is talking about in terms of 8 of the starting 11 for that first game at the World Cup. So basically he's thinking the left back is still up for grabs.
Yeah,
it's basically
I agree with that.
Left back, do we?
I agree with that.
It's Nico O'Reilly, it's Livramento, neither of them are left backs. And who else we got? Jed Spence, he's not a left back either.
Well, Lewis Skelly as well.
Well, he's not left back. He's Saka when he started at Arsenal as a left winger. Anyway, look, that's another debate. Left of the 3 in midfield is up for grabs. So the Elliot Anderson role in terms of who's been playing.
I think Elliot Anderson starts.
Do you? Adam Wharton?
No. Adam Wharton. No, listen.
Adam Wharton. One of the most talented midfielders we've ever had in an England shirt.
Oh, come on, behave. Man for Crystal Palace. Calm yourself down.
Hold on, so is Wharton not on your plane? I'm going to have to get a bigger plane here. Is a smaller plane? Is Wharton not on your plane?
Well, Adam Wharton hasn't really been playing, has he? So, listen, I like Adam Wharton. Do I think he's, Adam Wharton, Elliot Anderson, for me, has been brilliant for England. He's shown that when that role's come up, Bellingham is not a guaranteed starter. You can take him off that list. Bellingham's not guaranteed to start.
So let's go through it.
Declan Rice, Elliot Anderson.
But you put in Rashford in that left wing position, almost the left of the three at the front.
I think for me, he loves pace on the wings. Rashford is performing well for Barcelona. Rashford plays on the left. Kane, Saka. I would put Rice and Elliot Anderson as your starters.
Well, let's draw. This is yours, Jamie. This is yours. You've done your homework. So we got Pickford in goal. We've got James, Stones, Gahey, O'Reilly.
Yeah.
Rice Bellingham, and Anderson in midfield. Saka, Kane, and Rashford. You've got Bellingham in there, mate. You just said take him out.
I wouldn't say take him out. I don't think he's guaranteed.
You just took him out of the other 8.
Yeah, because he's not guaranteed to start.
You took him out of the other 8 and put him in your 11.
No, but when did I say that? Did I say Bellingham? Did I actually say Bellingham to start? I said up for grabs. The number 10 role is up for grabs. Bellingham, if he's at his best, should start for England, but he's not guaranteed. Elliot Anderson and Declan Rice for me start, but Bellingham's not guaranteed. He has to perform well leading up to this World Cup. He has to perform well.
Obviously, Jamie, when you've got your left back Nico O'Reilly in there, that would be a massive shout, wouldn't it, for a guy? Because I say he's not a left back. I know he's been playing left back for City. He's a number 10. He came through the academy as a number 10. He's as much as a left back as Zinchenko was ever a left back, as much as Fabian Delph was ever a left back.
He's unreal though.
He's unreal. He's doing it for Pep. He's doing it for Pep.
He's top quality though.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is when you've got him in there, who traditionally he is not defensive minded, does that change who you then play on that left side in terms of Rashford? Who's better defensively? Not that we should be thinking like that, but Gordon or Rashford in terms of tracking back to help out.
Obviously Anthony Gordon defensively, yeah, of course. But why are we thinking defensively? We've got to go and attack. We want to go and win the World Cup. We don't want to try and sneak our way through it. Whoever you play, you've got to think about winning the games. And for me, Rashford's playing for Barcelona. He's playing at the highest level. So for me, I think Rashford, if he's fit, Rashford starts 100%. And I like Nico O'Reilly. The left back one is definitely up for grabs. It's definitely there. Who gets it? Jed Spence, you'd say, is a brilliant 1v1 defender. He's going to give you stability there. But we saw Kieran Trippier play there, and I love Kieran Trippier, great player. But when he played, I never like a right-footed left back playing, because he's always, his first instance is to go backwards or inside. When a left back gets it, who's left-footed, gets it out his feet, and he wants to play forward down the line. That's why I always think we should have a left-footed player playing at left back.
As always, we want you guys to get involved. I know you've been sending in your voice notes, so we're going to play a few video messages as well later. But who would you start as England's number 10 at the World Cup? Jude Bellingham or Phil Foden? This is the latest, Jamie. You've taken Bellingham out of Rob Dorsett's prediction for Tuchel's team, put him in your 11, which is confusing, but
I did not put him in my 11. We need to stop this. I did not put him in there. I said it's up for grabs.
It's up for grabs, and a convincing number of you saying Bellingham over Foden. I guess you want Rodgers on that poll as well. But
I'd like to see a bigger poll. I think that's an unfair poll.
I think we do have the option to put more names on.
Yeah, come on, up the options.
After the break, would you like Rodgers on that?
I'd like Rodgers on there, and I'd like Cole Palmer on there.
Okay, right. Let me
poll out.
Let me quickly